jersey is going to be hanging in the rafters at Texas A&M. He is that kind of player and culture definer for Texas A&M and the Aggies. Look at the hustle.
Darius Johnson for Keyshawn Hall, whose first appearance of the game. He'll be at the line.
So we got a little floor slip, and then Darius Johnson is able to corral it and then kick it over to Keyshawn.
I got hit in the eye with a baseball, which I'd say is pretty uncomfortable. Keyshawn Hall puts Garcia in the spin cycle. Johnson passed up the three.
Great closeout by Taylor.
Ivy Curry with two defenders on him. Hall right around Obaseki. Counted and a foul.
Coach Kaufman has created at Purdue-Fort Wayne.
A good defensive energy from UCF. J.J. Taylor the steal. Leaves it for Hall.
Mahufsky did not communicate to Cheam on the low block.
Johnson drops it off for Hall. Score it plus the foul. Now you wanted Darius Johnson to start to assert himself. That's assists on back-to-back possessions.
That is what you want from
FAU hit their first three from three-point range, missed their last couple as Hall puts it on the deck. Gliding in. Score it plus the foul. Keyshawn Hall doing what he can to try and ignite.
Even though he doesn't get the assist, drawing multiple defenders on that drive and then dump down. Oh, Hall hit him with the cross. What a finish! Are you serious? Keyshawn Hall. Hezzy, snatch, gone. You have no shots. He is such a nimble. But with Johnson on the bench, Ivy Curry has to be the point person to set up the offense. Another steal.
Glenn mishandled. Hall,
that's
great
smooth.
body control with his third foul. That technical foul also counts as a personal. In the corner, Hall. A 5-point possession for UCF. Glenn with a deflection. Now Hall's got it against Glenn. What a spin!
No way!
Ivy Curry with a pump fake. Keyshawn Hall the rebound and the finish. Johnson bounce pass. Hall with a hammer.
Second half, he's done just about everything for UCF. As just when
Hall with one, just gets it off and scores as time expires.
a sign of a good team when you find things offensively that you do that aren't your best attribute. You start adding pieces to your offensive repertoire.
Keyshawn Hall cutting down the lane. Taylor found him for the bucket and a chance at a three-point play.
Justin Amati was called for the foul for Tulsa. Nice move again from Hall as he takes it in for two. He's going to roll off, and Coleman's everywhere here lately. He's got 5 rebounds now and 12 points for the Knights. And on the take for two is Keyshawn Hall. It must be so exciting for the students, the fans,
yeah,
right?
The Big 12 is so exciting. I think right now, Kansas struggling a little bit. I watched Bill the other night on the block shots. He doesn't put himself in an awkward position where he can draw a foul. And there's the alley-oop that they've been looking for, as well as Johnson can really handle the ball without turning it over and get a good look.
Hall. And he got the basket and is fouled.
You know, they play Hall as a post guy, then they move him to the perimeter, and he just shows you right there his ball handling skills, his ability to create.
Nearly 3 minutes in, no scoring yet. There's a deflection by Ivy Curry. He gets up the floor in a flash and lays it in. And UCF's been better defensively as of late, allowing right at 65 points per game in their last 4. Quick hands from Cheam. Here's Hall. Score it, plus the foul.
And it's just so difficult. If you're not going to take care of the basketball, see, now this turns into one-on-one. And when you have high-level Division I college basketball.
The Dolphins quickly back to man-to-man. Hall spinning on Wokeji. Rivers came over to challenge, but Hall able to put it in. Borio's got 8. Hall, yo-yo at the top. Score it plus the foul.
So a 2-point game. 9 to play first half. You see more Big 12 action on the play on the way today as Yotsus with the jam. Yes, BYU, Arizona State on ESPN2.
You got to put a body on Fetty on that weak side glass.
Feed Hall again. Oh, still good.
Tommy can't believe it. He says, I'm in the guy's face. And he knocked it right down.
Underneath, Malone for the win. It's blocked. UCF wins.
To get off to a quick 5-point start for him and the Cats.
And shooting just 30% from 3 on the season. Nice pass by Hall, and Chom with the slam, and UCF on the board.
For UCF, both of them coming from Chom, and you're talking about a guy 7'2". He's put on 20 pounds since he...
Love fires to Lewis in the corner, drives baseline, tried to hit Basar, and it was intercepted. Williams running the court. Johnson gets a good look, and he hits. It's hit the side of the rim. Offensive rebound. Debo Coleman puts up an air ball. Chom keeps it alive. Hall hangs and scores.
2 offensive rebounds on that possession by Lewis.
All quickly up the floor. No passing on that possession, but it doesn't matter. Hall knocks down the jumper off the bounce.
Untraditional. Last 2 possessions, 0 passes. That's elite level defense out of the Kansas Jayhawks.
Lewis missed it inside. Awaka has it swatted away by Chom. Look at Chom run the floor too. Layup by Mikey Williams.
He's always good for that jumper off the dribble and in transition. Once again, deep position by Hall, and he dominates the paint with that baby hook.
And 1.
Nice take right there by Freeman.
Hall jab steps on Quaintance. Can't stay in front. Keyshawn Hall, 8 points early. 9 points, I should say. He's on fire. Another 3 for Hall. He is unconscious tonight. Can't get it to fall. 2-point advantage. Keyshawn Hall, 2 more points for him. Give him 22.
Coach leaves him out there to keep playing.
Hall with the lob. Taylor comes down with it, goes right back up between 2 defenders and cashes in. Shot clock at 10, they go to Hall. Like Caddyshack. Took a while, but it came down.
In the corner, shot clock winding down. We'll have to do something with it. Pump fake, gets the defender in the air, and a tough bucket. No good. UCF down 1. They'll have a chance. It's Hall barreling towards the hoop, gets it to drop. UCF leads by 1.
Not to help off of Jones and not to dig down. And there's another play he just made.
Turnovers starting to mount now for both teams. Johnson all the way in, count it, and the foul. Ball spins his way in, and you see why Johnny Dawkins, Orlando, is excited about this young player.
Now Reynolds, tipped away. Keyshawn Hall with the hands, with the breakaway. Tell you what, this guy's a player.
There's your offense now. Get the ball going side to side. Need an inside touch. There's perfect.
The sweet spot of the defense. Keyshawn Hall with a finish and 1.
Yeah, and a difference in the importance of this game for UCF. You see that last 4 in. How about that lob up to Chum?
Desperately in need of offense. Keyshawn Hall, hard to the rim. Nothing stopping number 4 right now.
He's just 18 years old. Lord trying to feed Dickinson, just kind of flipped it up off the backboard, but it was short. Here comes Hall. Kansas gets back well defensively. Firing it down low, but they forgot about Mustafa Cham.
With he and Dickinson is really, really good, and their passing ability is off the charts.
three. Hall fouled and got it. KJ commits the foul and a chance for a 4-point play for Keyshawn Hall, who has 14 points in the first half. This is a guy who had 40 against
a set play. Dickinson's at the free throw line. A rear screen, a timely pass, and an easy finish for Dickinson.
Johnson finds Hall and one. And Kansas' defense looking like, hey, how did we forget about Keyshawn Hall again in the lane?
I mean, just answer after answer. Little ball screen. And what often happens when you play zone? The other teams tend to settle and shoot threes.
Quickly up to Hall, who drives and scores. Kansas caught napping there.
That was one of the more entertaining games I think I have ever seen. What a classic. Keyshawn Hall lobs it up and Chama's there.
Good look, just short on the shot.
Hall the step back. It's good.
If you like three-point buckets, we've got the game for you, Hall.
Slow pace for Cincinnati. They prefer the game to be in the 60s. They want gritty, tough defense. There's a lob.
Hold up, Shum to get the party started.
This is good pick and roll action. You got to remember, that's 6'7" and that West Virginia loss, he was the guy to bring the energy when they needed it. And tonight, he's been awesome.
Hall, beautiful step through and a silky smooth finish. They'll hurry it down the floor off the rebound. Hall playing with it. Hall, chest to chest, completes the highlight.
Wow. Yeah, that was excellent footwork by Lukosius.
Coleman, Hall coming right down the lane with the smash attack.
You can't even give the credit to really to Baylor on that one. That's Jordan Curry not securing the rebound.
Hall weaving inside and one for the leading scorer in Big 12 play. Johnny Dawkins, the way he summed it up, sometimes you have a vision for what
Here's Hall on Jefferson. Jefferson slips. Hall makes him pay.
Whatever they're going to do, they're setting a trap to get the ball out of Johnson's hands.
Keyshawn Hall's been quiet most of this first half, just 5 points. Johnson can't get it to go. Another super close layup that's missed, but Hall right on cue.
And what you have to watch for with this is once Keyshawn Hall receives the rebound.
With 10, he had 24 in the last game for the Cyclones. Here's another bucket getter. Inside out go the Clones. They can't make the three-point play, and here comes Keyshawn Hall for two. 5 on the shot clock. Gilbert. He's got to go. Instead, he turned it over. Here's his former teammate, Hall, at the other end, and he almost turns it over. Now Darius Johnson for three. Here's Williams. Gives it up to Hall in the corner. And there's Mustafa Cham, goal of the night.
Rebound, Keyshawn Hall. Hall has 5 rebounds. And one, Keyshawn Hall. We saw the knee buckle. Now he's buckling the Buffs defense.
That's 10 fast break points. And when number 4 is come talk about stepping up to the next level. He is a weight room guy. He's only going to get better. Right now, he's focused on this last 15 minutes to go. They've got to defend. They got to rebound the basketball, and obviously turnovers will be a major story down the stretch.
Got to stop this man, Keyshawn Hall. He's looked unstoppable.
The best bad shot maker in America. He said he will do pump fakes. He'll throw them over his head. He'll take all these bad shots, and he'll make them.
Even with his great start, Oklahoma State leads the way by 12 into Usman, and he is going to be a problem, but he was blocked from behind that time. Hall likes his matchup. Around and underneath, Hall gets hit, and a chance for another point as he goes down.
As he goes and flies into our photographer section, he'll get another chance, rightfully so. He nearly ran into that VIP section head first. Sharp Johns tries to dish it off in the lane. It gets knocked away.
I thought Sharp Johns had a layup or at least a floater for himself, that 5-foot area.
In the corner, it's Coleman. He'll take it.
Got to make sure you get a hand up on Darius Johnson outside attempt, man.
Keyshawn Hall right at love ring. Somehow gets it to go. A little bit too hard.
I'm taking it. He's got to be aggressive. David Gasson with those 2 fouls. He's on the bench. Got to be aggressive.
Keyshawn Hall, he's aggressive. He takes it up and in. You know, he had 34 points on the road for UCF. Hasn't really had that. And now about a 7-second differential shot in game clock.
Yeah, Brendan Hawson dealing with Keyshawn Hall. He got mixed up on the switch.
Hall.
Yep, got to stay if you're Hawson. Up on Keyshawn Hall. Look, and then he tries to move over and tell Kegaruke, let's switch. In that situation, even though that's not the matchup you want, just got to...
Keyshawn Hall to the rim and one.
You just can't give teams at this level extra possessions. Saw that TCU double team immediately. That's how you defend a good scorer like him. Get the ball out of his hands.
Now the lob, and Hall creates for Mustafa Cham.
Some confidence on this end of the floor, right? A little drive, nice feed right down there. Got to be a little more assertive offensively.
Cham missed the 3. Hall with the putback and the foul. Keyshawn Hall's first make from the field. He started 0 for 8. Hall, contact, blocked by Uday, and Hall converts with a foul.
Good job initially. It's going to be the second one where they get the foul call like they did earlier this season in Stillwater.
UCF missed their last 5 until that right there. Keyshawn Hall flying through the air.
At MCO at Orlando International Airport. Well, he's clear for takeoff. Keyshawn Hall might get that puppy sick, get those feet square, hold his follow through. Mike was knocking it down.
Keyshawn Hall with a dunk and 10.
Former teammate and Knight legend Taco Fall.
Keyshawn Hall comes away with it. Crowd oohs and ahs at the dribbling. Keyshawn, not very pretty that time, but it gets it done.
Teaming back up with Coach DeVries.
Played at Washington State last year, but his whole season was hampered by injury. And that time, his penetration denied by Hall. That one ended up in the executive club.
Final game of the day, day 1. Keyshawn Hall, 3! That'll take us to halftime, and a huge lift for UCF going to the locker room.
The Big 12 knocking it down at the buzzer, nothing but net.
Utah clean at 1 point lead. And UCF already this year has 5 wins when coming back from a double-digit deficit as Keyshawn Hall glides in. Hero Little in transition. Little to the basket, and he had a shot blocked. Back the other way. Bucket hanging. Keyshawn Hall. Cham down low. Takes the body and 1. Foul on Zach Keller. Keyshawn Hall goes baseline.
That's a problem. Okay, you cannot have this right now. They're rushing their shots underneath.
Keyshawn Hall, 3. Timeout, Kansas.
He's been very vocal in all of the timeouts to his team. Look how he releases his right hand. It's almost a one-handed shot.